It's on YouTube.
Well, you can check right now if you're so uncertain.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Do you want to check?
I want to be 100%.
Watch
sure.
the fucking board, I swear to God.
See?
Welcome back to the podcast. This is episode 5. We're going to just be talking about controversial conspiracies and what we all think about them. To my left here is Cameron. I'm Kyle. This is Nelly.
I'm Tucker.
I don't know if you are. That's Max.
Yeah, you should have probably talked to the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Tucker.
There-
That peaked. Hold on, give me a second. I'm Tucker. And Millie's the dog, by the way. It's Max's dog.
There.
Yeah.
we-
Max didn't trip over any cords. That's never happened.
Dude, speak up.
Think you can hear me.
The fucking thing can't. Barely. Go.
No.
This is gonna be a nightmare.
Alright, go ahead.
And we'd like to preface, last episode we did lose Tucker, unfortunately.
Was that
But
kept into the... I thought you said that the last 2 minutes got...
Yeah, last 2 minutes got erased.
Okay.
Oh, no, it was. I think it was the beginning where we're like, we're missing Tucker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tucker's dead.
But the end part where I was like, oh, we might try and bring Tucker back somehow.
Yeah.
That part got... Okay.
No, I don't know.
Okay, because I was going to drop that...
So just
I was going to drop that bit because I didn't think that it was in that one, so I wasn't going to bring it up. But now that it's brought up, yes, we brought Tucker back to life.
Yeah,
He's
after
back.
being murked by the government.
Yeah.
We're in an undisclosed location. Unfortunately, we can't share any more details besides that for our own safety and for the safety of our family. So
Yeah. He's not fully all back. Like, his brain's missing a little part, but for the most part, he's back.
Has it
yeah,
always been missing a part?
Even more so, though.
Is that possible?
I mean...
after the lobotomy, there's still some stuff left, but it wasn't much. Then the government did some stuff to him, and it just made it worse. We're basically fostering him right now.
We should probably stop talking about this, though, just because we don't want him to come after us.
Yeah.
He's okay.
It brings back bad memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, this episode, I have this article here by Teen Vogue, and this is
Only the most reputable.
you don't
Keep
need
that in, please. Keep
you
that
don't need reputable sources when it comes to conspiracy theories. That's what makes them fun.
I guess, yeah.
And this is listing some of the more popular conspiracy theories out right now. There's 11 of them. I'm going to read a little bit of them, and we're going to give our verdict.
Should we try and guess what's on there?
Well, what do you think is on here? Because I don't know. I've seen majority of it.
Well, so first of all, I'm assuming Flat Earth's probably on there.
It is on here.
I'm assuming probably something about the vaccines.
Yep.
Is there any,
Never mind. I didn't know everything.
Is there any, Bigfoots or anything on there?
No Bigfoots.
You got anything?
I don't know jack shit, man.
You don't know any popular conspiracy theories?
I said one earlier.
Vaccines and flat earth, that's about it. And Joe Biden.
Joe Biden?
Kind of.
Half.
Half and half.
Anyhow, I guess just
Anyhow.
continue.
So I'm going to be listing off some conspiracy theories, and we're going to give our verdict and our thoughts and opinions. And I purposely did controversial ones because for our final episode, I think
Controversy's fun, yeah.
Yeah, I think a little spiciness makes it interesting. Can you not crush the dog?
She's already crushed.
I guess so. Anyways, the first one we should I was thinking we should save for last. Do you want me to say it now?
Save it for last.
Okay.
Let's end with a bang.
Okay, because it's a doozy.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Nope.
Yeah.
Much more controversial.
You know what the best part is? No one can hear me.
No one can hear you? Are you not being picked up? Okay, so first one we have on this list is something we talked about last episode. And that is CIA. Well,
You were dead.
Yeah, you were dead. You got murked by him. What we discussed last episode was Did the CIA have a hand in the JFK assassination?
Oh, dude, 100%. No way you get 3 shots off that fast.
I think kind of, like you said, we discussed a lot of it last time, but I kind of agree with Tucker on this, that, yeah, it's pretty, at least suspicious with some of the stuff, all the details.
And what do you think,
And they
Kyle?
blamed it on one dude.
And his name was what?
I don't know. I didn't pay attention in high school.
Lee Harvey.
Oh, Lee Harvey Oswald. There we go.
Definitely, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, we discussed about this last episode, but I think
we need to hear Tucker's thoughts because, again, we discussed it last episode, but Tucker was dead, so we didn't get to hear his thoughts.
Is there any, besides the 3 bullets, is there any reason why you think CIA had a hand in his assassination?
Too well coordinated, honestly. They had him go down a certain road, right? I don't remember what he was going down there for, but
I mean, that's all parades.
yeah, I know. But usually, like,
Was it like a re-election thing or something?
I don't recall.
I
I know.
Something, though.
that's what I'm saying. I don't know either, but I'm just saying, yeah, a little too organized because he went down there, right? Hit the long stretch, right? And then
Yeah.
shit lined up, and then boom, he's gone.
And we talked about it a little bit more in depth in the last episode, but we went over, like, Umbrella Man and Bullet Trajectory and stuff like that.
And how his death and Lincoln's death are...
We did not discuss that in the episode.
We didn't?
Mm-mm.
Well, okay, real quick. I don't know what you guys are gonna talk about, but I was gonna say, wasn't Lee Harvey just like an average citizen? He wasn't like military or anything, right?
Well,
He came from Soviet Russia, didn't he?
Well, he immigrated to the Soviets, and then he came back to the States.
Okay, well, I'm just asking if he had military experience, because I'm pretty sure unless you're military trained or have some serious dedication to like firearms, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be able to make those shots that quick, and or have that accuracy. So.
Well, this was back in the 60s, so...
I think we're overlooking the possible fact that he might have been a time traveler from the future that came back in time to,
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, next topic. Moon landing was faked. Do we all know what moon landing fake is?
Yeah, the government made like a set from like what they use in movies. What those sets are called.
Set?
It's a movie set?
Yeah, sorry, there we go. Movie set, there we go. Big Brandon over here. And then, they faked the moon landing, and they had, like, pictures and everything, but that's actually them on Earth.
So
Well, I don't exactly know some of the the facts on it. Like, isn't one of the things a lot of people point to is that the flag is waving in the pictures?
the flag is waving, and people say there's some similarities between, like, Steven Spielberg cinematography, which might be far-fetched, who knows. Personally, I don't think there's enough evidence to disprove the moon landing. There's some little tidbits, but it's not a conspiracy theory I'm well versed in. And I don't know, it could be fake. What do you think?
I personally think it's probably not fake.
Yeah.
Just because... I don't know. I just feel like it's not fake. From
Yeah.
everything I've seen
Dude,
and
your
read,
gut feelings have always been wrong, so...
then what do you think?
I think it was a moon.
You think the moon landing was the moon?
Mm-hmm.
So you're agreeing with me?
No.
What? You
What?
What about you, Kyle? What do you think?
Yeah, what do you think?
Just like the awkward silence for like 5 seconds.
Trying to process what the fuck was just said. What do you think?
Well, I'm obviously an avid space enthusiast, or I enjoy space
Yeah,
a
Mr.
lot.
Tattoos over here.
Exactly. So I personally believe that we did land on the moon, and NASA did land on the moon about 6 times, or at least went to the moon 6 times.
Yeah.
So why would the moon landing be faked if they did another 5 more times?
One might
And
also
Apollo 13 is the only one talked about that was faked.
One might also just say though that maybe the first one was faked, purely because wasn't it?
It was 'cause of
moon
the-
race, or
yeah,
space
colder.
race.
Yeah. But
still.
Now
Still,
the other
yeah.
popular theory kind of based off that is, if it is real, did they see aliens?
Well, nothing's alive on there. So no.
But-
Why, you been there?
Yeah.
My bad.
Okay.
Sorry.
Mr. Gluten-Free over here has been to the moon.
Yeah?
There's no gluten on the
Does
moon.
gluten-free stop you from going to the moon?
Yeah, I can have cheese, and the cheese is made out of... The moon is made out of cheese.
That's true.
So,
But in Despicable Me, when Vector went to the moon, it wasn't cheese.
that's a movie. We're talking about real life here.
Idiot. Okay, this one might be...
No, what do you think?
Okay, also for the record,
I said it. I
if
just...
this thing gets unplugged, it's going to be Tucker.
Nuh-uh.
He's over here
Okay.
yanking on the cord.
Okay. So this one's a little bit more... Not well known, at least to me. Princess Diana's death was no accident.
I don't know who that is.
So,
I know Princess Diana. I don't know anything.
Princess
Is she
Diana...
Is she the one from Aladdin? What? Who's... You're making it
keep
look
this in.
so bad. Who's Princess Diana?
I was
real
just going to
person.
say it. The article's right in front of me.
Is
I'm
that-
going to read it out, and then we'll give our verdict.
Okay, go.
Just
Okay.
to be clear, he says a real life person, and you're like, is that the Disney character? That'd be like if Kimberly was like, yeah, President Obama wasn't president. And you're like, oh, is that one guy?
Blue Dogs?
Okay. All right.
Princess Diana, Kevin.
Princess Diana was not from Aladdin.
Which is Princess Jasmine.
Oh, okay.
So Princess Diana was essentially killed in a car crash in Paris, and she was recently divorced from Prince Charles.
She was the one that everybody loved, right?
Yeah.
She was...
And there's a bunch of conspiracies about divorcing, because soon after she divorced him, she just got in a lethal car accident. And
Talk about bad timing.
yeah,
Oh, it's the conspiracy.
I know, but she didn't even get any money from him.
and it looks like
Well, she was royalty
How
herself.
do you know?
I don't know. Doesn't a woman usually take half your shit when you divorce?
depends on what your marriage thing is.
Oh, true.
And again, this isn't America, too. I'm assuming we're talking England.
Yeah, and this is,
Yeah.
so
They're both...
Aren't they all just apply the same?
No.
Oh,
Oh.
And plus, she's royalty, so she has her own...
so.
Well-
Anyways,
Tucker, shut up.
Tucker, your knowledge on foreign entities is
so,
insanely accurate. I can't get over how accurate they are.
so there's a bunch of other connecting things, like there's a filmmaker that was tied to her that died soon after as well.
A witness, perhaps.
Yeah. Yeah, just a bunch of connecting stuff. I don't know a whole bunch about it.
I would personally say, for my verdict on it, I don't have enough knowledge on it to give a yes or a no.
Yeah,
But I would say I would give it a plausible.
and this article doesn't bring up a lot, but I feel like stuff like this has been orchestrated in the past. Like, I don't think it's unheard of someone getting killed by another person to make it look like an accident, but I don't know much about this case, so what do you think, Kyle?
Well, I've kind of heard about it because my mom and my sister are very into the British royalty for some reason. I don't know why, but she was probably killed.
Because they had you.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with it?
She was probably assassinated by good old Elizabeth because the British royalty is not known for its
I don't get that.
Yeah.
what's the word? Not known for its
Kumquat.
Yes.
sure. I don't know. But that's my opinion.
Okay. What do you think, Tucker?
We don't ask Tucker.
Tucker's a member of this
Why not
podcast.
me?
What do you think, Tucker?
Yeah, realistically, I think it's plausible. I mean, I don't think a car crash would have been the most effective. But
You think it's plausible that someone killed her, or it was an
yeah,
accident?
I
Also,
think
what? Does it say what time period this is? Like,
1997.
Oh, okay. So within like 30 years. Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I'd have to go with. I think it was an accident.
yeah.
I think she was an accident, but I don't think her director, whatever it was. Who was the second person that died?
Let me see.
Film director or something. I don't. That one.
Egyptian film producer died in the limo alongside her, who was supposedly planning to propose to Diana the night of the accident.
Okay, yeah, never mind. I changed my verdict. This is 100%.
Jodie's father claimed that they were killed because the monarchy couldn't stand the thought of Diana and Prince Charles' sons heirs to the British throne, having a stepfather who is Egyptian and Muslim.
Okay, yeah, this is 100% motivated.
Okay. Anyways, here's a controversial one, a more controversial one. 9/11 was an inside job.
Oh,
dude, here.
100%. That thing was planned by whoever. What was it? The
played by motherfucking.
I thought it was
Obama.
Yeah, I think it was Obama and Bush. Actually, I think they put their brains together and made this happen.
Yeah. So why would you? So I'm assuming we all know what this entails, right?
Well, you were the only one alive at this time, right?
Yeah, I think. I was like 3 months old.
Yeah, Max, he remembers a whole bunch from that.
It's a core
He
memory.
remembers a whole bunch.
I'm just saying, he was the only one alive. None of us were alive.
100%. I was born in October, so.
Okay. So from my experience, since I was 3 months old,
Do you remember seeing it on TV?
no.
No?
I was busy playing with Thomas the Tank Engine. I couldn't give a fuck about the tower. I think there's a lot of theories when it comes to this stuff. And personally, I could see how some can have merit to them, but I feel like at the same time, a lot of them are disproven. Like, because of how the building was built, there was a lot of structural weaknesses that weren't in every other building. So all of the conspiracy theories dissolve into like a plane couldn't do that, but they don't look into the infrastructure of the building. Why are you smiling? Do you have something to say?
No, I'm thinking of something.
Okay. Well, and
You got fucking giggles over here, goddamn.
I feel like when you look at these conspiracy theories, a healthy thing to do is to just kind of take it at face value. And is it really impossible that some terrorist could have hijacked a plane and just run into a building?
Well, to be fair, wasn't it it was multiple terrorists. It wasn't one. And wasn't the thing they said that they had box cutters?
Something like that.
It was box cutters and they had some sort of spray. Was it just hand sanitizer? It was something where they would cut you and then they sprayed something into it to make it hurt more.
Yeah.
And they just kind of used fear, I think, to just get into the plane.
Yeah. Me personally, I feel like when it comes to this stuff, when it comes to 9/11 conspiracy theories, I don't think it's super far-fetched. And yeah, the government's corrupt and shit. And there's some conspiracy theories about like money laundering or something, but I don't think it's too far-fetched. What do you think, Kyle?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I haven't really looked into it, so
He thinks it was an inside job.
Yeah.
I think that's conspiracy.
That's the point. That's the point of this podcast.
I personally, I think I lean more into the camp that it wasn't an inside job.
It wasn't an inside job?
It wasn't, yeah.
Okay.
That's how I personally think I kind of lean. But I also don't really know any of the facts. So.
Yeah. I don't know a shit ton, but I do know. I think I know enough to have some kind of credibility to my opinion. But then again, it's a conspiracy theory, so who knows? The Earth is actually flat.
Okay, this one we did an entire episode on. I don't know how
Yeah.
much we want to talk about it. Obviously, it's round.
We could give our summaries though.
It's a donut.
It's the halo ring.
So I think flat Earth is, personally, I think it's very dumb. And the only way you're gonna believe it is if you take all evidence of the contrary and just throw it out the window and believe in whatever you want.
If you're intellectually challenged, you'll believe it. Realistically.
Yeah, and
If you have a brain and one brain cell, you'll realize the Earth is round.
Usually with conspiracy theories like flat Earth, you have to believe in a shit ton of other conspiracy theories to even justify it. So, and there's so many experiments you could do just with anything to test if the Earth is round. So yeah, that's what I think. Anyone else have any controversial opinions when it comes to flat Earth?
I think we all kind of just agree with that.
Yeah. What do you think, Kyle? The Earth flat or round?
Round.
Round? Okay. Moving on.
I mean, do you want to
This
see
one's... Okay, so COVID-19 as population control.
What do you think, Max?
Do we all know what this entails, right?
Yeah, like they implemented the virus to call out the weak people, so like old people and young infants.
School shootings.
Who is they?
The government.
Who's all old people?
Tucker.
Anyone with white hair, so like you.
So, the people that are old created virus.
No. See, the government people though, they got like the antivirus, all right. They got like the immunity, and then they gave it out into the public world and blamed it on China and to call out like half the population because we're getting kind of like the high numbers.
Are you sure you don't believe in any conspiracy theories? Because a bunch of this stuff is...
Yeah, I don't really believe in conspiracies.
Okay.
I don't like the.
Yeah.
I don't go down the rabbit hole.
So yeah, what are your thoughts on COVID-19 as population control?
No,
Yeah.
probably not. This is another one I don't know anything really about facts. I just kind of know the general topic.
It's from this article. It just literally says it's
Yeah.
just there's no really evidence. It's just like it was a bioweapon or something.
See, and then the vaccines are actually like our batteries, and so now we're gonna have to go get vaccines every year for us to live. That's the plan.
Is this something you believe, or is this a part of the?
This is just something I'm pulling out of my ass.
Okay.
I thought they were microchips.
I don't know.
I thought they were Mr. Windows injecting you with microchips.
Don't follow, but all right, sounds good.
You don't follow much.
Yeah, I don't follow much. I just pull shit on my ass half the time.
What do you think, Kyle?
I think that it's just some kind of fear mongering from one side of the political spectrum.
COVID-19 is population control. I think it's like Kyle said, kind of fear mongering and a little bit baseless. Again, is it so far fetched that a pandemic happens? Like, it seems like everything has to be orchestrated.
Yeah.
In the eyes of some people. So I personally don't think it's population control. And if they wanted population control, you think they'd make it a lot more lethal. But yeah. So next one. Area 50 home Area 51 is home of aliens. We all know what this entails, right?
Yeah, like Area 51's like unknown technology being tested and stuff like that, and everyone's like, oh, that's unidentified, this is a UFO, oh my god, aliens. That's pretty much what it is, right?
Yeah, people thinking government has aliens and alien spacecrafts. What's your verdict?
I think maybe at one point in time, yes. I think as soon as it became popular or even people started talking about it, it's not there anymore.
So what do you think, Area 51?
I already
think
gave
there's-
my thing, go.
There's probably aliens.
You think there's aliens in Area 51?
At least maybe like
Aliens,
one or two,
aliens
or
in
their
general?
craft.
Okay.
Well, aliens in general, and probably some aircraft or technology, but not a bunch that people are thinking, because that's probably at Area 53.
Yeah. I don't think it's... when, like Max was saying, at some point they definitely could have had some sort of alien technology there. But you're saying, like, they had technology, but when people figured it out, they could have, like, easily relocated,
I
right?
think probably they had technology. Somebody probably said something, and then... Well, actually, why area... What?
It's because it was a... One of the main reasons is because this is an aircraft testing area, and so they test new technology, and people were wondering if it was like government made or if it was actually aliens. And since it was popular in like 60s, 70s, 50s,
Okay.
there wasn't the internet to just look up
Yeah,
whatever.
I think as soon as
But
word of mouth started, they took all that away.
I feel like government knowing about aliens isn't too far-fetched, at least for me.
Well, I mean, didn't there just a couple years ago, did they release some video of, like, UFOs? Like,
the government
most
did
definition of UFO as an unidentified flying object?
Yeah, and a couple months ago they did an open conference where they talked about alien stuff, and then they did a closed conference talking more in depth, which some people claim that's fake, some people claim it's real.
And then we actually saw an alien for real for the first time.
Yeah,
too.
and that was in Mexico.
Yeah.
That was not real.
What do you mean?
This is not flipping real.
So I think we can all agree kind of on the same thing,
Yeah.
roughly. Should we move on?
Yes.
I think I'm just gonna fall asleep.
Okay. Next one is there's a hidden chamber filled with government secrets behind Mount Rushmore. I've never heard of this one.
I mean,
Believe it or
probably.
not. Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Read it.
Well,
You're not gonna say who was Mount Rushmore?
what's up, Mount Rushmore?
Who is Mount Rushmore?
Okay,
Is
so
it
this
Jeopardy?
this article says it seemed to spike after the movie National Treasure with Nicolas Cage came out. That's something is hidden behind Mount Rushmore. Small room in the monuments in Abraham Lincoln's head. I don't know where people are getting this information. Created 18
People probably
foot.
just made it up.
Maybe. It's from a movie.
Created an 18-foot door
A
that leads
Nick
into a
Cage
74-foot long and 35-foot tall room. The main intention was to house important American documents like the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution to serve as a shrine of sorts. For the artist's statement.
Shouldn't that stuff be digitalized by now? Why do we need to protect it?
Yeah, I feel like if they wanted to store it somewhere, I feel like that's the last place they'd want to store it, because I don't think there's any security there.
Unless you store it in plain sight.
That's true. And I guarantee people have climbed all over that monument. I think a bunch of people have illegally gone really close to it and, fucked around with it. And I don't think there's been any word of a secret door. I've never heard of this conspiracy theory.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
Yeah. So...
I think we just pass.
Yeah? Any other thoughts besides that?
Nope.
Alright.
Let's go to the bombshell.
So, myths about the Holocaust. This is very controversial. And, so, do we know any Holocaust theories?
We have a
Myths?
survivor right here.
I'm not a survivor. For the teacher's information, I come from Jewish heritage, so
I think
I know
you
a
could
little
tell
bit
with
of
that
it.
nose.
That's anti-Semitic.
Yeah. Max?
I don't know much theory on how people think, or like the reasons why people don't think the Holocaust happened. I know I've heard people say it as a talking piece, but I've never heard anything past the Holocaust isn't real.
We aren't hanging out with the right people then.
Dude, I know. I've given you so much information about it, too.
Remind me, enlighten me. You look like you want to say something, Cameron.
I don't know what the hell that was, but does anyone else have any thoughts? Kyle, do you believe in any of these myths about the Holocaust?
A Holocaust happened.
Okay.
I almost feel like it's kind of another birds aren't real type of thing where people say it to try and get a rise out of people. Because every time I've heard somebody say it, it's been a joke or it's been somebody trying to be funny or trying to be controversial.
Yeah.
I've never heard somebody like sit down and go like, guys, the Holocaust is actually not real. I've heard people always go like, yeah, the Holocaust isn't real. Bush did 9/11. Sandy Hook
Like in
wasn't
a
real.
kind of ironic.
Yeah. I've never
statement.
heard somebody actually tell me the Holocaust isn't real.
So, do you have any thoughts besides you think it happened?
No, it just happened.
Okay.
It is what it is.
Damn.
So, I feel like when it comes to subjects like the Holocaust, why are you laughing? Since I am a little bit Jewish, I find it much more irritating that people actually deny it. Because
I told you he's a survivor.
I'm not a survivor. The fuck? My family didn't even come from. Never mind. Yeah, I feel like a lot of it. I have heard people say like, it's a political thing. Holocaust denying, coming from the Nazi Party to justify eradicating of Jewish people because they control banks or whatever. But a lot of the evidence stacked up against it is, I think one popular theory I heard was wooden doors, so they couldn't get gassed because wooden doors would leak gas, even though that was like in one singular chamber.
I feel like they had metal doors by the 1940s.
Yeah.
Or 20s.
I've heard some crazy theories like they were actually treated really well, and there's like swimming pools and libraries, and it was just like
Doubtful.
yeah, which is kind of true, but it wasn't for Jews. It was for Jewish supporting actors in Germany. That got special treatment.
Jewish supporting actors?
Yeah, actors and popular celebrities
Oh,
that they
that
couldn't
near
just
my
kill
mouth.
off, so they'd put them in concentration camps that were separate from
Okay.
Jewish eradicating concentration camps, and they'd be just in there doing whatever. They weren't killed outright because they were, they could use them as propaganda or whatever. So, do you have any? You said you looked like you wanted to say something.
Because you said propaganda.
Yeah, it's because I slurred my words.
Yeah.
Propaganda. So I think it kind of comes with flat Earth, where it's more of a politically charged flat Earth situation where you have to really ignore all the evidence going towards Holocaust being real, and you have to kind of ignore everything that proves its existence.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think that was pretty much everything, right?
Yeah, that's everything on this list.
Tucker, you want to give us a good outro?
Here comes the plane.
Let's just end it there. Just cut there.
Thank you for tuning in to the Enigma Exchange, episode 5 today. This should be the end of our class. We should be good after that. We got to see if we can continue talking. And then I think if we do continue the podcast, we might change like our topics and stuff. But we'll see, because this was for a college class. So anyway, I guess we will all see you guys later. Have a good one.
Peace.
Bye-bye.